Hello friends, welcome to Chemistry Nuggets where you can polish your knowledge and clear your doubts. So friends, this is part 7 from the chapter number 2, Is Matter Around Us Pure? In this video we will learn about separation methods of sublime mixture and color in a dye. So let's get started. But before starting, please subscribe the channel and press the like button. So friends, if we have a mixture of salt and camphor, how to separate it? So we have already learned in chapter number 1 that camphor is a sublime material. It means it will directly transform from solid to gaseous form or from gaseous to solid form without going to the liquid form. So such things which are volatile is called sublime materials, and for these kind of materials we will use the sublimation method to separate. We will use sublimation method. So some more examples of sublime products are naphthalene, anthracene and ammonium chloride. So if we have a mixture of ammonium chloride with some impurity, or we have anthracene with some impurity, or we have naphthalene with some impurity, so we can use the sublimation method like we are using in the salt and camphor method. Here we have a camphor with the impurity of salt. How to separate? So first of all we will take a china dish and we'll take some salt and camphor mixture. This is salt and camphor. Now what we will do, we will take a funnel, glass funnel, and put it in the inverted position like this on the china dish and put a cotton plug on the hole of the funnel to block the hole. Now this is our inverted funnel. What we will do again, we will put this china dish on the stove and start heating the salt camphor mixture. Now what will happen when we start heating? Slowly the camphor will start heating and evaporating. Why it will evaporate? Now in the starting it is in the solid form. When we heat it up, it will not turn to the liquid form, it will directly go to the gaseous form. So it will start evaporating and coming out like a gas, or we can say vapors. It will go up and it will be cooled down here and collected in the pipe of the funnel, because we will not allow to go the fumes outside of the cotton, outside with the help of cotton plugs. So the camphor gases will go up and soon it will cool down and collected on the sides of the funnel like this. This is camphor in the pure form. Now what is going on here? After all the camphor changed into the gaseous form and collected over in the sides of the funnel, there is only salt which is left behind. So in this way we will separate the camphor from the salt. This is called the sublimation method. This is very easy method. So there is nothing confusing over here. So let's go to the next method, how to separate the dye in black ink. For this method, for separating black ink, we will use the method chromatography. In this method, what we are going to do, we will take a stripe of filter paper and mark something on 3 centimeter or 4 centimeter, a line with a pencil. Notice we will mark with the pencil only. After that, we will put a drop of black ink, what we are going to check here in the middle of that line. Okay, this is our filter paper. Now we will do, next thing is, we will take a glass jar and suspend this filter paper with the help of rod in this glass jar. Same thing is going here, and what we will do, we will fill the jar with the water just level below the filter paper, that water is touching the lower level of the filter paper, below that ink, and we will leave this apparatus for few hours undisturbed. So here it is. Glass jar, this is our filter paper. This is water. Now what is going to happen after few hours when we start studying it? We will see that water rises on the filter paper. This is very normal thing. But what is going on here which is different? With the water, the color component of that black ink will also rise, and we will collect different color components on the different level on the filter paper, some here, some here, some here, some here, like this. What is those things and how it is possible? Now the explanation is, the ink which we are using, black ink or fountain ink, is soluble in water. In the black ink there are two parts. One is water, which is solvent, and the other thing is dye, which is soluble in water. So dye is again having so many colors in it. So when we put this filter paper in the water and the black dye is there, when the water rises, the soluble dyes also rise with the water on the filter paper, and the color component which is more soluble will go higher on the filter paper, and the colored component which is less soluble in the water will not rise very high on the filter paper. It will be somewhere in this place or this place, okay, in the lower height. So on the different heights we will get different colors of the black dye. This is due to the solubility of those color in the water. This is all about chromatography. Other places where we can use the chromatography method is to find the drugs from blood, colors from the natural dye, and one more place we can use it is color from the dyes. So in these places we can use the method chromatography, and the point which we are going to note it here is the solubility of different colors, which is higher, more soluble will go rise high, and which is less soluble it will come up something nearby or the lower level of the filter paper. So friends, that's all for today. Hope you guys like the video. If you have any suggestions, any doubts, you can write a comment. Till then, happy reading. Thank you.